In today's show, Bloomberg analyst shares why the Bitcoin price will double to $20,000 this year in 2020. That's right. According to senior commodities analyst at Bloomberg, Mike McGlone, the leading crypto is on track to hit 20K by the end of 2020. McGlone explained Bitcoin's price action over the past few months before and after May's block reward halving is looking much like the price action in 2016. Should the historical relationship continue, Bitcoin could hit $20,000. Here's what he's quoted saying. Bitcoin is mirroring the 2016 return to its previous peak. Fast forward 4 years, and the second year after the almost 75% decline in 2018, Bitcoin will approach the record high of about $20,000 this year. In our view, if it follows 2016's trend, I'm going to be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also, in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 2 key factors which show fireworks in the Bitcoin market are imminent. Also in today's show, we'll be taking a look at the overall cryptocurrency market. As we can see, Bitcoin, Ether, and a lot of the major cryptos are back in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and click that bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over the next 7 years. But it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below the video in the description and enjoy this exclusive presentation from Tika Tiwari. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's dive right into today's top story of the day, shall we? Bitcoin took a heavy beating yesterday after attempting to break past $10,000, that psychological resistance, for the first time in weeks. As reported by Bitcoinist previously, the asset plunged by $1,500 in 3 minutes, falling as low as $8,600 on BitMEX due to a barrage of sell orders. On spot exchanges and some other derivative exchanges, the crypto managed to hold to the low 9,000s. Now, despite the brutal sell-off, a Bloomberg analyst sees Bitcoin hitting $20,000 in 2020. He cited a confluence of fundamental factors to back this cheery prediction. How many of you would love to see Bitcoin double this year and exceed its previous all-time high that was set back in December of 2017? Hopefully I'm not alone. So yeah, Bitcoin could double this year. According to senior commodities analyst at Bloomberg, Mike McGlone, the leading crypto is on track to hit 20K by the end of 2020. McGlone explained Bitcoin's price action over the past few months before and after May's block reward halving. As we all know, we had that big block reward halving, which only occurs every 4 years, happened just last month. And now we have all this institutional demand, which makes it very interesting. It's looking much like the price action in 2016. Should the historical relationship continue, Bitcoin can double and hit 20K. Here's what he's quoted saying, Mike McGlone. Bitcoin is mirroring the 2016 return to its previous peak. Fast forward 4 years, in the second year after the almost 75% decline in 2018, Bitcoin will approach the record high of about 20,000 this year, in our view, if it follows 2016's trend. Now, that's a big if. So let's continue to further break this down. McGlone's optimism boils down to a large confluence of market factors, some of which are as follows. Bitcoin is outperforming the stock market, which may draw more investors into the crypto market. That's a fact. Bitcoin is gaining institutional adoption as evidenced by the CME futures market. That's a fact. And we also have huge influential investors such as Paul Tudor Jones allocating 1 to 2% of his total investment portfolio. So there's a lot of institutional money. Also, we have Bitcoin trust companies purchasing more Bitcoin than is actually being mined right now. So there is a huge accumulation phase occurring right now. The number of active Bitcoin addresses is increasing, and the halving halving should have a positive effect on the supply-demand dynamic of the crypto market. It's basic supply and demand. Right now, it costs the average miner approximately $14,000 to mine a Bitcoin. So with the Bitcoin price just being at 10,000, kind of tells us we're about to see a boost up. I wouldn't be surprised if this occurs sometime this month, if not this month, then next month, seeing a $14,000 Bitcoin price, which was the height of last year in the market. And Mike McGlone isn't the only analyst eyeing that $20,000 Bitcoin price. We also have Arthur Hayes, the chief executive of BitMEX, explained in the April edition of his newsletter, Crypto Trader Digest, that the asset is on track to set a new all-time high this year. The record amount of fiscal and monetary stimulus being spearheaded by central banks and governments around the world will back the trend. Hayes wrote, here's his quote, "Everyone knows the shift is upon us. That is why central bankers and politicians will throw all of their tools at this problem. And I will reiterate that this is inflationary because more fiat money will chase to flat to decline in supply of real goods and labor. There are only two things to own during the transition to whatever the new system is, and that is gold and Bitcoin." Touche. How many of you are bullish on gold, and how many of you are bullish on the leading crypto? Let me know in the comments right down below. This was echoed to a T by Dan Morehead of Pantera Capital, one of the leading crypto and blockchain-centric funds in the world. Morehead explained in his company's March newsletter that by increasing the money supply, central banks are encouraging scarce assets to increase in dollar values. Here's what he's quoted saying: "As governments increase the quantity of paper money, it takes more pieces of paper money to buy things that have fixed quantities, like stocks and real estate, above where they would settle absent an increase in the amount of money. I think they will do that. The corollary is they'll also inflate the price of other things like gold, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies." And I'm in agreement 100%. I believe as this pandemic continues and they continue this economic reset with printing trillions of dollars in the name of quantitative easing, it's going to continue to devalue the dollar. And that's why I'm so bullish, or one of the many reasons I'm so bullish on Bitcoin personally, because it's a hedge against the dwindling value of the US dollar, to say the least, right? And now for our next story of the day, I'm going to be sharing with you two key factors which show fireworks in the Bitcoin market are imminent. So if you're ready for fireworks, let's go. But before we break this down, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin is in the red, down 0.79% for the day, hovering above that $9,500 support. It's good to maintain this support. This was also yesterday's low. We bounced back from 9,000 to about 9,500, and we stayed there, and it looks like it's staying strong, but we'll see what the next move is. This is a crucial move, whatever happens here in the crypto space. Ethereum down 0.35%. I'm also very bullish on Ether. I personally feel it's one of the most undervalued cryptocurrencies in the market. Right now it's trading at $238. Then we have XRP down 0.79%, trading at 20 cents. This has been a roller coaster. I remember back in all-time highs, XRP was trading at almost $4, right? It was over $3.50, and we've seen it crash all the way to 10 cents. Holy moly, and right now it's still only 20 cents. If you're bullish on XRP, let me know in the comments below. Then we have EOS, one of the few actually in the green, but barely, up 0.2% for the day, trading at $2.68. Then we have Link, another one of my favorite altcoins, and that is down 2.7%, trading at $4.32. Then we have Satoshi Vision down 1%, trading at $192, and Bitcoin Cash down 0.23%, trading at $250 even. And now checking out some of the top exchanges, we can see a sea of red. Binance down 34% with 4.3 billion in volume. We have OKEX down 45% with 2.4 billion in volume, and then BitMEX down 52% with 1.3 billion in volume. And yesterday I pointed out the correlation. When the market is in the red with most of the major cryptos, typically the exchanges are also in the red. So this can be a great indicator. All right, now let's break down these two fundamental factors which show the Bitcoin price imminent to explode, right? Bitcoin just saw a harsh 1500 rejection, which we all know, which just happened a couple of days ago. Now, according to Hans Hodge, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that last name correct, a senior quantitative analyst at Crypto Asset Fund, a Kaigai Asset Management, Bitcoin is currently in heavy accumulation, and I want to actually check out his tweets here on Crypto Twitter. Here's his tweet. Another interesting observation is that market bottoms tend to happen near the bottoming signature, which is what happens when both whales and retail accumulate Bitcoin at the same time, causing a supply shortage on exchanges where the price discovery happens. And he also shared, last but not least, adjusted binary Bitcoin days destroyed shows that we are clearly in heavy accumulation period. Couple this with the recent halving and you've got fireworks. HODL on my friends, let Bitcoin do the heavy lifting. And I want to reiterate this, that this is extremely bullish for the Bitcoin market. And let's further break down what he's talking about right here. The heavy accumulation is bullish in and of itself. Supply is being bought off the market by long-term investors, which should result in a higher Bitcoin price, assuming consistent demand. And I believe that demand is here right now. But Hog added that with the introduction of the block reward halving that took place in May, you've got fireworks. That's to say, in having the rewards of miners, Bitcoin could appreciate even faster. I also agree here. That raises the pressing question, where could these fireworks take this nascent market? Quantitative analyst Plan B of the stock to flow model found that the fair value of Bitcoin can be effectively related to its level of scarcity. The more scarce Bitcoin is, the higher its fair value should be. The relationship is present on the exponential scale, which we'll cover here in a second. Now, this is pretty cool. It's simple, supply and demand. So Plan B of the stock to flow model paints a Bitcoin price of $288,000 within the next 5 years. Adam Back, I shared this in yesterday's episode, is also very bullish, and his prediction is a $300,000 Bitcoin also within the next 5 years. So if Bitcoin hypothetically is trading at this moment for $10,000 for the sake of round numbers, we need to 10x from here to hit a 6-digit Bitcoin, and we need to 30x from here to hit a $300,000 Bitcoin. Plan B plotted this relationship and found that by abstracting time from the model, he can create a model that touts an R squared of well over 99%. The model suggests that Bitcoin will rally to a price of $288,000 within the next 5 years or so. And what's interesting about this Bitcoin stock to flow cross asset model, it now compares the power of gold and silver as well as other assets, not just Bitcoin. This is a price point that has been supported by Adam Back, which many believe is the real Satoshi Nakamoto. How many of you watched that recent documentary on who is Satoshi? And a lot of signs were pointing to Adam Back, which makes it very interesting. Also in yesterday's episode, I shared the bullish price predictions of Adam Back, who is the CEO of Blockstream, a leading Bitcoin development company. He told Bloomberg in a recent interview that he thinks the leading crypto hits $300,000 in the next 5 years. Like Hog and other bulls, he also cited the halving, but Back also noted that the money printing by central banks and the overvalued nature of bonds and real estate favors the Bitcoin growth. And that's a fact. And for the full analysis on this Bitcoin price prediction by Adam Back, be sure to check out yesterday's episode that I shared. And now let's check out the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $271 billion. So it has been on the climb with $85 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the Bitcoin dominance has been on the decline, now at 64.8%. Yesterday was at 65%. And now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Hedge Trade up a whopping 28%, trading at $2.86. Sia Coin up 16%, trading at 0.002. Loop Ring up 14%, trading at 6.6 cents. Theta up 10.5%, trading at 28 cents. Numer Air up 7.5%, trading at $24. And Quant up about 6.5%, trading at $7.33. And now checking out the top losers, we have MadeSafe Coin down 10.2%, trading at 12 cents. VeChain down 6.5%, trading at 0.006. BitShares down 4%, trading at 2.2 cents. IOST down 3%, trading at 0.004. AVE down 2.8%, trading at 6 cents. And OMG Network, that's a pretty interesting name for a crypto, down 2.5%, trading at $1.68. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are obviously back in control, leading with about 61 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with shorts leading 52.54% versus 47.46% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all cryptos? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, shows we're currently rated a 54, which is neutral. Yesterday was a 48. Last week was a 41 in fear, and last month a 40 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the crypto greed and fear index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. And I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 430 plus videos here on the channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format so you can listen to it in the car, on your way to work, when you're working out, when you're out and about, etc. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't yet already done so. The direct link to do so is cryptonewsalerts.net. It'll take you to the page to go directly to the subscribe button so you can receive the latest and greatest episodes every single day that are released. Also, be sure to support us on all the major podcasting platforms. We can be found on Apple's iTunes, Spotify. We're very active on Google Play, Stitcher Radio. So whichever podcasting platform you're active on, please do help support the show. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News. Yes, I also have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of this, simply click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To become a part of this, simply click the link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And as always, may the crypto be with you, my friend. And real quick before I go, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend himself, Teeka Tiwari, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over the next 7 years. But it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below this video in the description. It's going to take you here to check out this exclusive presentation by the one and only Teeka Tiwari. Check it out, and I look forward to catching you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.